Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm Paradoxic, and it looks like Marvel have given us one official final trailer for Black Widow. This is a movie that's been talked about a lot, and rightly so. It's been delayed and delayed and delayed to what seems like no end, or what seemed like no end until I think it was like a month ago at least, when Marvel officially announced that not only were they actually moving the movie even further back, but also they actually finally decided to actually kind of opt in and cave in for the Disney Plus premiere release as well. So for people who can't go to the theater, they can actually watch it at home on Disney Plus and enjoy it with everyone else. So yeah, they held off on it for so long. They held off on it for so long, and as a result, they had no choice but to keep moving the release date back and back and back and stuff. So it's a movie we've been waiting for a long time, even before it was announced. It's a movie that that was talked about and hoped for, and then they announced it, and then it was originally slated for May of 2020, as we all know all too well, and then now it's coming out in June 9th of 2021 this year. So yeah, I don't really know what to say. I don't know what needs to be said. It's just I think this is a new trailer from Marvel themselves, so I think that kind of does imply that it's going to give us something new, like some new footage, maybe some new dialogue, some new content before the movie itself comes out. So I don't know how long they're going to make this one, if it's actually going to give us anything more that could be saved for the movie or what's happening. But it's a new trailer. I'm always happy to see a new trailer, but I would be much happier to have had the movie by now. But hey, things happen. But it's officially July 9th. July 9th is when it's happening, and they're giving it the Disney Plus premiere release access for those who can't go to the theater again. So hopefully July 9th gets here quickly enough. Hopefully it gets here quickly enough and we can actually see the movie. So yeah, the official final trailer cementing the July 9th release date. Let's go.
You don't know everything about me. I've lived a lot of lives.
You have.
Before I was an Avenger.
Okay.
This family.
Okay, some nice
mistakes.
archive footage, yeah.
Choosing between what the world wants you to be.
Oh, don't make me watch this again. I can't.
And who you are.
No, I can't. Don't fall. Okay, alright. I can't bring myself to watch it again. This July.
We have to go back to where it all started.
Oh, damn. Hello.
Where did you think I was all this time?
Who was that? Was that Annette?
Unfinished business.
Yelena?
My girls are the toughest girls in the world.
That's Nat with the blue hair, really?
I'm sorry.
That's Natasha?
And we played our roles.
It wasn't real.
It
Whoa.
was real to me.
Oh, Jesus, okay.
You were everything.
Damn, oh.
Bring her home.
Put your seatbelts on.
Oh my god. Taskmaster, yeah. Oh, Jesus. Oh, is that a shoot? Jeez
One
Louise.
thing for sure. I'm done running from my past.
And they gave her the Avengers theme. Is that it? Is that the end of it? Oh my god. Okay, there is a lot to unpack. In that one. Okay, I'm actually sweating. I have a fan on and I'm still sweating. Wow, okay. There is so much to unpack in that. I presume. Where do I start? Jesus, where do I start? We saw what I presume was young Natasha. I think we saw some kid with like short blue, like light turquoisey kind of blue hair. I was confused as to because the transition initially kind of showed Natasha walking and then the kid walking, so I presume that might have been Natasha. I think that there might have been like another little girl with her too, like another child with her, and it showed like some flashbacks with David Harbour's character too. I think Alexei is who he's called. I think the easiest way to remember that is literally he went from hating someone called Alexei in Stranger Things to being someone called Alexei in Black Widow. So there was like a younger him talking to the kid and being like my girl. So I think that would be Natasha and Yelena naturally, and then there was one with the hands being separated between the kid and with Melina as well. I think Melina is her name. Rachel Weisz's character. So there's that. So this movie is undeniably going to actually explore her history and not just what she did before Civil War, because I think post Civil War, even post Civil War, and pre Infinity War. So I think this is actually going to give us Black Widow in all of her kind of past and present kind of glory. So it's actually going to explore like the Red Room and everything like that. So that's cool. So yeah, plenty of new stuff. This is not a trailer we've had before. So good use of archive footage from the previous Avengers film. They even used the Avengers theme for this too. I mean, they had like a nice kind of like kind of Russian orchestral twist like towards the end there with the logo and everything. So that was cool. So utilizing the Avengers theme for this trailer was really well done. So yeah, I think that one. I think it's gonna actually explore her childhood too. So I think that is a very very interesting story to get into. Because I think even in the comics, like she had a dad, like maybe not her father directly, but her dad Ivan, who actually kind of adopted her, and then I think it was after that he actually kind of left her with the KGB or something, or she actually got into the Red Room through him, and then she was trained to be the Black Widow and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so there's that. I think I still need to get into Black Widow comics. I still need to get into those comics. But yeah, we had that. We had a bit of some new stuff from Taskmaster. We had some new stuff from him. We had some Red Room training going on, and Yelena and Natasha having some tensions of their own and some improved fight scenes here too. So yeah, this is a very good trailer to cement the new release date, and also to actually show us like a bit more of the kind of drama coming from the movie going forward as well. So that's fun. But yeah, damn, it looks great. It looks absolutely great. So I can't wait to see how. I think this movie is definitely this trailer and previous trailers have shown that this movie is definitely going to explore the family drama between Natasha and Yelena and Alexei and Melina as well. So that should be fun to watch. But yeah, great final trailer. I'm definitely gonna need to watch that second because that trailer threw like a lot. I did not expect I did not expect half the stuff that trailer showed me, like in the best way possible. But like even in terms of teasers, it threw screen it threw clips and dialogue at me that I really wasn't ready to catch. So there's that. But yeah, damn, it's almost slipping from my mind. It's actually almost slipping from my mind. So I think I might need to watch that like a second time through, just to actually kind of pay attention this time. But yeah, let's go for round two.
You don't know everything about me. I've lived a lot of lives. Before I was an Avenger. Before I got this family. I made mistakes choosing between what the world wants you to be and who you are. We have to go back to where it all started.
Yeah, that's gotta be her. She even has the
Where
red
did you
roots.
think I was all
She has
this
the red
time?
roots. Yeah.
We have unfinished business.
My girls are the toughest girls in the world.
Definitely them.
I'm sorry. We had our orders and we played our roles.
It wasn't real.
It was real to me.
Yep.
To me, you were everything.
Bring her home.
So there's this guy too.
C'est pas time. She's such a mom.
falling through fire with a shoe. Yeah.
One thing's for sure. I'm done running from my past.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so I actually caught on to some of the dialogue this time in the middle of my geeking out over practically everything that was going on. So yes, I think so Melina said that they had her orders and that they had no choice. I think it is kind of like known that, you know, girls who go into the Red Room don't really go in of their own accord. And I think even in one of the trailers, Yelena even described it as, you know, like they're fully conscious, like they're fully conscious of what's happening, but they have no choice but to go along. They're being trained, and I think it's like that kind of. I think it's like similar-ish kind of brainwashing, maybe to the Winter Soldier, where it's like they're led, like they're kind of, you know, lured into believing that, you know, oh, what they're doing is for a greater cause, is to protect them and their country and all that kind of jazz, and that, you know, that they also have skill sets that are valuable, and that, you know, they can actually utilize those kinds of things and everything. So, and we've seen a bit of that taking place in Age of Ultron 2 with the flashbacks she had that Wanda gave her. So I think it's going to actually explore like the darkness of the Red Room and stuff, like the way it manipulates those young women into actually being what the KGB wants them to be, and into being like people that they're not, like turning them into like bloodthirsty and cold-blooded killers and all that kind of stuff. So yes, I think there's also that other guy that was actually talking to Taskmaster. That said, like, I think he said like bring her home or something. So I think originally, because we haven't seen him before in these, I think originally like the theory was that Taskmaster himself was actually rebooting the Red Room and bringing all these girls in and training like a new generation, and then and then at the same time hunting down the older kind of products like, you know, Yelena and Natasha and stuff, because they were coming in and trying to shut it down, because they still have the trauma. They know what it was like actually being raised in that, and what it turned them into, so they went back to shut it down, and Taskmaster doesn't like that. But now I'm thinking, like, I mean, Taskmaster, I think he's still going to be like a very kind of convincing and intimidating villain, but I think, you know, like there is also like that old, you know, white guy. He is also kind of like more like the actual kind of, you know, like brains behind all of this, and he's just sending Taskmaster to be the assassin that he needs to be and that he can be and stuff. So yeah, and I think like Melina, and I think I'm wondering if Yelena and Natasha are actually Alexei and Melina's kids, because I think it was never confirmed like whether or not they were their biological kids, but I think like at least my assumption was that, oh, they were adopted after they came out of the Red Room, or maybe even during the time at the Red Room and stuff. But then like Yelena and Alexei themselves are still kind of, they are still trained soldiers and assassins and everything, so like they have their own history of being in this line of work. And I thought maybe, oh, like, so maybe they kind of caught wind of Yelena and Tasha and actually took them in while they were training, and then, you know, took them in as their own kids. But then I think there was, you know, like family photos and stuff too. So I think like there is like, I think that this may will actually be like an actual kind of biological family. So I think Yelena and Natasha, I don't know if there's actually any kind of biological kind of connection between them, but I don't know actually, because again, up until I saw this, I was kind of I was under the assumption that it was all kind of adoptive and kind of, you know, yeah, like pretty much adopted. I was about to say similar to the Avengers, but they're more like friends than, you know, than like they are found family, but they are more like friends, like found family compared to this. So I think with this one, I feel like there may be more of like a biological component in terms of their familial relationship more than the previous trailers have led on. So I think that will be interesting to see how that goes down. But yeah, so it's gonna actually explore like exactly how Melina and Alexei let them go, and I think even Melina being fully apologetic too, whereas Alexei is kind of actually trying to be brave for them himself, but also encouraging them to be brave, being like, oh, my girls are the strongest girls in the world, and encouraging them to actually stay strong and be brave no matter what's ahead of them. But Melina, I think Melina's one was a lot more kind of present day sounding too, like, you know, like her explaining to Natasha and Yelena like why she did what she did, and being like, you know, like we had orders, we had no choice, and stuff like that. So it sounds almost like I mean, we know that, you know, like Natasha herself did confirm that, you know, she actually was trained and taken into the Red Room pretty young. So from that from that and from this too, it sounds like, you know, the Red Room itself actually, you know, takes kids in fairly young and then makes them dedicate their whole lives to being like specialized assassins. I mean, because I think the Black Widow is also like a mantle that's actually, you know, fairly kind of prestigious and rare to get into, and like becoming the Black Widow itself is like something that very few are successful at. So I think Melina might have been the original one, and then Natasha became the next one. I think Yelena might be some kind of Black Widow. I think she might be like a similar-ish kind of rank, but most of them, I think they all have the same suits, and they all have that same Black Widow symbol too on their uniforms. So it could be somewhat similar, but yeah, I don't know. That trailer is just jumbled up in my head, and I'm just bouncing scenes and dialogue around and trying to make sense of what I've seen. But honestly, I just can't wait for the movie. I cannot wait for the movie. It's been so long, and I can't. I think, you know, I think that the given everything that's going on too in the world, I think going to the theater. I mean, for those people who can, then more power to them. But I think, you know, in my case, I might not be able to make it. But also, I think I do kind of somewhat like I am somewhat more fond of the idea of actually watching on Disney Plus, because that way I can actually react to it, and that would be like an awesome reaction to share. I would absolutely love to actually do a reaction to Black Widow, like a movie reaction. That would be great fun. So I guess we'll see when July 9th gets here, and I think it's like, I don't know, I actually don't know how much it's going to cost, but I think it is like, you know, like for them it would make sense, you know, like they want to be able to actually make as much money from the box office as possible, and they did the same thing with Mulan as well. So I look forward to it. I look forward to it nonetheless, and however I can watch it, I will watch it. Damn well I will. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Those are pretty much all the thoughts I can actually muster. I'm going to have to watch this trailer a few more times to make sense of most of what's happening. But that is the official final trailer for Marvel Studios' Black Widow. Whether or not they release any TV spots or clips leading up to it, knowing Marvel, they will. But whether or not they actually do, or just kind of preserve it all for the film itself, is completely up to them. I will be watching it nonetheless, and I'm sure that, you know, very many others in the kind of Marvel fandom will as well. So we can all enjoy it when July 9th gets here. So yeah, but that is my official reaction for the final trailer of Marvel Studios' Black Widow. So thank you guys so much, as always, thank you guys so much for being here and for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, then salt and burn that like button. Comment on what you thought of the trailer and what you're looking forward to in the movie, and how you plan to watch it, whether it's through Disney Plus or if you're adventurous enough to go to the theatre and watch it that way, which, you know, it's still an awesome experience nonetheless, still a great experience. I do indeed miss going to the theatre and actually watching on a giant screen with speakers and popcorn and everything, so that will be a fun experience nonetheless. But yeah, let me know what you thought of it, and yeah, that is it. So I will see you guys next time.